broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. It's the Fear No More Show. And now your host, Warrior Joe.
Thank you so much for tuning into the show. I'm so glad you're here. Today's episode is the word racism, its origin and its goal, the enemy's tactic. You need to understand the word racism has been weaponized, which is designed to destroy and divide and exterminate humanity. First, let's read the definition of racism from the Webster's Dictionary. It means racial differences produce and inherit superiority over a particular race, a doctrine or political program based on the assumption of racism and designed to execute its principles, a political or social system founded on racism, prejudice, or discrimination. Let's read this again and listen to the key words. Better yet, let me point out those key words. Inherit superiority, particular race, doctrine, political program designed to execute its principles, political or social system. The enemy of this fallen world created this word to divide and conquer the people. Have you fallen victim to this word racism? Have you let your emotions take over you? Have you taken the enemy's bait? The question to ask is, how is the enemy able to achieve racism throughout history? How did I become racist? How did I learn to hate? How did I let this word take over my morals and values? But first, where in history did the word come from? Who invented the word, and how is it being used? Prior to the 17th century, the word racism didn't exist. People didn't judge based accordingly to skin color, but accordingly to tribe. As recorded in the book of Genesis, it talks about the different sons of men. Also keep reading after Noah, it starts talking about the different tribes and names. Now it's obvious this world system likes to create and put everyone into a category based on your financial status, education, political, marital status, and religious status, just to name a few. Let me highlight the elephant in the room. Who are the movers and shakers? Who are the trendsetters? Who are the ones that dictate how history should be written or rewritten? Let's fast forward to how the word racism was created. It was first labeled race and originated from a white supremacist from Europe after the Renaissance period. His name is Johann F. Blumenbach, a German anthropologist born in 1752 to 1840. He was the first to divide humanity on the basis of their skin color. He simply created a classification system that is still in use today. He basically color-coded the people of the world. He was a racist. He considered the Caucasian race to be the supreme and the original race. They added a psychological value to race that made people believe it, and it was so. This is also what's called mind control, using television, movies, publication, music, etc. You need to understand the enemy's game plan and how he needs to divide the people. It's because when the people are united, they are not controllable. When people unite in peace, independence, and in love, the enemy is threatened and loses all power. Remember, the people don't need the government. It's the government that needs the people. Don't get it twisted. Also note the tactics that the enemy uses on humanity global. It's mass mind control. It's manipulation. They are using many forms of devices to alter your thoughts, with the use of drugs, toxins that they spray in the air, radio frequencies, technologies, cell phone towers, televisions, cell phones, and the list goes on. You have the right to know what the enemy is doing to you, whether directly or indirectly, because it's impacting your life and altering your behaviors. The enemy is inciting violence, destruction, deception, stealing, and killing. Here's an example. Let's take drugs, cigarettes, and alcohol. These three items are harmful. But the enemy doesn't care. The children of Satan are making billions from sales, making money from the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, rehabilitation centers, and the enemy is achieving its ultimate goal, which is death. And all the while, the enemy has its hands up in the air saying, I did nothing. He says, you created your own addiction. You created your own sickness, and you destroyed your family and friends. And your death is a result, and Satan wins. The enemy did nothing, right? He just sat back and watched you destroy your own life. What a clever trick to get you to kill your own self. My brothers and sisters, the world is a stage, and the God of this fallen world is Satan. He's been here since the beginning of time of Adam and Eve. His beast system is intelligently designed so that he comes out at the end as a winner. But we all know that Satan may win the battle, but at the end, God, our creator of everything, will win the war. He is in total control. I want to let you know that I was once fooled. I believed in this world system. I thought it was real. I thought, how can there be so many liars? Until one day my awakening was when I kept seeing destruction and poverty and killing. It became a repeated pattern over and over. The same faces in politics, from my younger years to my adult years. It was my Creator who gave me the knowledge because I asked, because I seeked and I knocked. I don't have all the answers, but if we all work and unite together, we can help others awaken from their sleep. What does the Bible say about racism? Galatians chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is no male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. John chapter 7, verse 24. Do not judge by appearance, but judge with right judgment. James chapter 2, verse 4. Doesn't this discrimination show that your judgments are guided by evil motives? Start unplugging today and walk away from this beast system. It's designed to entrap you, to control you, to enslave you. Look around at our world today. Where are we headed? Does the future look bright? The world is on lockdown, keeping us from gathering together. The enemy is feeling threatened. You, my friend, do not walk alone. We are all in this battle together. We must unite in love. We must awaken others and stop defending corruption and evilness. Stand up. The children of Satan are dark energies. They are serpents. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. They care nothing about you. They are leeches. They are sucking the life from humanity. It's time to wake up, to stand up, to fight the good fight, not in violence, but in love. Till next time, and remember, it's all about motivating, educating, and activating.
Thank you for listening to the Fear No More Show, because you were born to be free and independent. Stay tuned for our next episodes, and don't forget to support us by subscribing and sharing.